Lithium is the resource of the modern age. It's in batteries, it's in electric cars. And today we're going to talk to the CEO of Galan Lithium, JP Vargas de la Vega. JP, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Peter.
So tell us about the company, Galan Lithium, the history of this company.
Well, this history is less than 2 years in the making. I was a lithium analyst 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I came across an opportunity in Argentina. I identified something peculiarly good at Hombre Muerto. And since then, when I saw it, I quit my job as an analyst, took my savings, sold my car, did a few things that probably not many people do. But I started PTY Limited, got contracts at Hombre Muerto, put them all together, and then I did a backdoor listing through Dempsey Minerals that we rebranded into Galan Lithium. Galan is the name of the volcano that feeds the whole of the Hombre Muerto basin that where we are located.
So that's in Argentina?
That's in Argentina.
And what was the township or village where this is located? You said it pretty quickly, but I just want to...
The Hombre Muerto basin. So that's actually there are no people living there. It's just a salt flat. And it's one of the largest one in the world. And the most important in Argentina.
Now, obviously, you quit your job. You threw a lot of personal money at it.
Correct.
There must be something very special about this. And I always ask people in this sort of position, what is your company's competitive advantage?
Okay. The reason, I'm a mineral economist by background. I've been in the resource sector for the last 16 years. I've been in exploration for a long time as well. I got a copper, probably 8 years ago. But as an economist, I went into the fundamentals. And I saw that the fundamentals of brine producers are always the lowest producers in the cost curve for lithium. And when I saw the Hombre Muerto basin and understanding that it will provide, if this becomes a project, the lowest operating cost for a project, then I saw, well, no matter what happens in the world with the lithium price, we're always going to be here. So the fundamentals of economics drove me in to say, yep, this is it.
Okay, so explain why the economics are so cost effective here.
Yep. I have to make a differentiation between brines and hard rock to be able to explain.
And what is brines?
Brines is the salt flat has aquifers, and because they're salty, that we call them brines, which is a highly saturated level of salt within water. Okay. So it's denser than seawater, just to put them in reference. And
often we talk about something being briny, means it's salty.
Yeah. Okay. So this is significantly salty. So it's 20% heavier than normal water to start with. So, and it has a high level of salt. If you taste that, it feels almost like burning. It's so much salt it has.
Right. So, so that gives, in a sense, a mineral advantage because you can access more easily, or there's more in it.
Why is it cheaper? Is because there's no energy in extracting it, because the normal method of mining, as you know it, is drill and blast, truck and haul it, concentrate. All of that requires a lot of energy. Nature has done that for us. The minerals already dissolve in the brine. So all we need to do is pump it. We need to concentrate it, and we use, at this stage, the conventional technology is evaporation. Through evaporation, you concentrate. Once you get to a certain level of concentration, you then start treating that concentrated brine and get the lithium carbonate product. So in all of that, it doesn't cost as much. It takes time, but the cost is very low.
So, and also I've come to learn that, when you are digging up material or accessing material in your case, the purity factor is an important issue as well. So how does the purity factor rate with this mine?
Okay.
And do we call it a mine? Because it's not really a mine.
No, it's not a mine, correct. This project. Not all salt flats are the same. So there's a differentiation in the chemistry composition. So there are definitely differences in grade. Grade is always king. But also there's something needs to be taken into account, and that's the level of impurities. You got sulfates and magnesium, and those are the highest one that you need to be careful that they're not too high, because while you can remove them, it will affect your recovery and it will affect your costing. So the lower level of impurities you have, the cheaper it becomes to you.
And that's another reason why you say it's a cost-effective discovery.
Correct.
All right, so where are you with the company? At what stage? Because anyone watching this will want to know, how far are you from actually shipping stuff out and getting money in?
Okay, so we are an exploration company. We listed last year as Galan. Since then, we've done 3 drilling campaigns. Our maiden resource estimate for our flagship project, which is Candelas, is coming up in the next few weeks away. From that data, we're going to start doing a pre-feasibility study. So we're taking all of that, see what we can do with what we have. From then next year, in the next 12 to 18 months, we expect to have a pilot plant at site to start testing how this behaves. And in 18 months' time, we'll be able to be at a decision point as what's the next step into commercial production. From then, usually you can add another 2 years before we press the button and say we're going to become a producer. So the time frame seems to be long, but in mining terms, still very doable and relatively in short term.
So what are the hurdles that you have to get over for the market to look at you guys and say, hey, these guys have potential? We might like the initial story, and that can give you a little bit of a lift, but what are the kind of hurdles that are going to start giving your share price lifts along the way?
The 3 points that we believe that are important coming up. The fact that we're going to come up with a resource estimate, that's always, all companies all funds that want to invest, they want to know what your JORC is. They do look into that. And SRK is doing a resource estimate. So, and this is something that we've done along in everything that we've done with Galan.
And so the information that comes out of it basically will reveal to the market the potential supply of lithium in the designated area that you own.
Correct. We'll be able to tell the market, look what we have, look how big it is, look at the grade, look at the chemistry. So people can start getting a comparison with other projects.
And you can present at conferences against other potential mines and say, and of course everyone turns up thinking, well, okay, there's a potential, but who's got the best potential to turn this whole thing into a successful operation?
Correct. So we can compare against others. Another trigger point is the new resource estimate in our western tenements, because our company has Candelas, which is our flagship project at this stage, but we have drilled in another area of the same salt flat on the west that has yield really good grades. Above 900 milligrams per liter. So that's in Argentinian terms is probably one of the best drill holes ever published out there by a junior company or any of the company.
I figure at this point in time, you have in your head what might be worst case scenario for the lithium price compared to your relative costs. So what have you got in your head in terms of those sort of things?
Well, we'll be definitely competitive. We can use data out there from, for instance, our neighbors, and Galaxy has done a bankable feasibility study under conventional technology, and the prices are very competitive to what they publish. And we know that we have a very similar chemistry, in some places even better. So we're very encouraged by what we've seen on something that is so close to us.
Okay. What's it like doing business in Argentina? And I realise you can't be insulting because you're working in Argentina.
No, look, it's...
you got the right name to work in Argentina.
Well, and speak Spanish, which help to cruise along a lot of things that are probably foreign companies have been able to do, but are probably at a slower pace. What is it like? I have to say that the Catamarca government, the province of Catamarca, they have been really supportive. A reflection of that is that we have been granted 3 drilling permits in less than 12 months. They're very supportive, and they understand that we want to go into pre-feasibility, and we're working with them in order to fast track our permits for our pilot plant. We expect to have a pilot plant in sometime next year, probably at the second half of the next year, and they understand that for a company to grow, they need those hurdles to be approved.
Yeah.
So Argentina at a province level is best what I encounter so far, and at a national level, the Argentina has its hurdles, but it doesn't mean that you cannot operate in Argentina. And our neighbor, the Livent Corporation, has been producing lithium there for around 28 years approximately. So a testimony that you can do business in Argentina, and you can be in lithium and produce lithium carbonate for such a long time, is reflected with Livent.
Well, with a surname like De La Vega, you'd have to succeed, wouldn't you? Because Zorro's name was De La Vega as well.
Indeed, Diego. Yeah, I usually say it's my uncle. So.
JP, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Peter.
That was the CEO of Galan Lithium, JP Vargas De La Vega. Thanks for joining us on the CEO Masterclass.